Welcome. All right, we're back. Welcome to Discussions with DD Parker. We got another good show. I am not active on Twitch, so my apologies. Hey, Lady Smith Creative Creations. Welcome to my podcast called Discussions with DD Parker. We are just starting, so you're the first contestant. But thank you for joining. Like I said, we have another good one. I am getting active on Twitch right now as we speak. IG Live, of course, is active. YouTube, thank you for the folks. We're at 199 on YouTube. So, subscribers, yay! Thank you so much. If you've already subscribed, if you have not done so, please make sure you like, subscribe, and you follow. Hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. But yeah, 199. I'm ecstatic. Hey, Super Pat. You're my first contestant today. Just getting started with the chat. So, hey, Miss Lady. I was just saying how on YouTube we're on 199. We have 199 subscribers. And I was telling the folks that run this back on YouTube, thank you so much to the folks that subscribed, and have already followed. Please, if you haven't already done so, like, subscribe, and follow. Go ahead and drop it. Thank you. So we could get to 200. That would be great. So I'm happy about my strides, My strides ain't everybody else's strides. So it is what it is. All right, discussions with DD Parker. Stepdad takes the door off 18-year-old daughter's door. Is he wrong? And then we're going to play this audio, but let me get active on Twitch first. Sorry, Super Pat. And Super Pat, I want to thank you so much because, Super Pat, you are so supportive. Thank you for always, reposting my videos. I try to go and give you thanks, but for whatever reason, for whatever reason with Instagram, when you try to repost, it won't let you repost. It's weird. Like when I go and see that you reposted it, I can't. Anyway, but thank you so much, Super Pat. So I just want to tell you thank you. Come on to the party, FA. We're talking about today. Stepdad takes the door off 18-year-old daughter's room. He takes the door off her room. I want you to hear this audio though before you cast any judgment. So give me a second. Stepdad takes door off. Yes, come on to the party, FA, and then we're gonna play this audio for you. Takes door off. Hold on, I'm getting active on Twitch. Hold on. What up, FA? Thank you for coming on. We were going to talk about the other thing, which we can tie into, like we were discussing yesterday when Rashad was on the podcast, and he posed the question, what up, Sheb, what up, Cable? But I want to talk about this. I don't know if you saw this video, and I just saw this video of this stepdad taking the door off his 18-year-old daughter's room. So he took the door down. But I want you to hear the audio, though. So... hold on. I'm sorry. I can't do two things at once. I'm trying to get active on Twitch because I'm running a little bit late to the party today. We just actually really got started. But I want y'all to hear this audio, though, of this stepdad and stepdaughter going back and forth. And then, FA, I want you to tell me if this stepdad is out of line.
Stepdad. That's not his daughter.
Right. Should he mind his damn business? And why? I have so many questions when it comes to this. Why is he taking the door off of her room? Anyway, off of her bedroom door. All right, here's the audio. New folks, welcome to Discussions with DD Parker. We are chatting about a stepdad, and this is a viral video removing 18-year-old stepdaughter's door. So it's sparking some debate online. Take a listen. We're going to chat about this today. Here we go.
I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth. I'm not talking to you. Your mother asked me a question. Learn your place as a child. Learn your place. You're a child. You think you're a little girl. I tell you what, little girl. That's funny though, right? But you need to come back here, right? But you had come back. Wait, see, your mother asked me a question. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to your mother.
All right, so you heard the video. Is this stepdad wrong for removing the door?
I don't know why he removed the door, but um, all things equal, if he, because the child do sound disrespectful. So I
I
would
mean, if you
mean,
keep saying that she's an adult too, so
right. And that's why I'm surprised that he never said we need to get out. You know, I believe in putting grown people out your house. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they telling you they grown. That grown people got to get out. You know what I'm saying? But when you got to remember, this is my house. So if you don't like how things is run and you grown, you need to go get out and do things where you want to do it.
but why is he removing the door from her bedroom though?
I'm not
Cute.
sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of assuming that it was done for a reasonable reason, right?
I would
You know what
like
I
to know.
mean?
I need more details to this story because I want to know the reasoning. But like, I know, like, if
Does
maybe
he
she
think
was
that she
like,
sounds like a? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know maybe if she was like young teen, like 13, 14, 15, she's acting out, she's bringing boys to the room,
Right.
her room, then maybe. But she's 18. There's no privacy.
Oh no, it depends on how you raise your house. Some people don't. Oh, you believe you when you 18, you get you you are entitled to certain things.
A door on the bedroom is
No, I'm just saying anything. To me,
no.
the door is
I'm
a response to something. You know what I'm saying? It's not like normal people have a door. So he took the door off in response to something, right?
I'm,
And
I'm
it does. And the girl doesn't sound like a. To me, does that girl sound like an innocent girl?
I mean, no. I
She
mean,
sound like she combative. That she sound disrespectful. Mom sounds like she's passive pushover because it sounds like he was talking. The mother is present in that
the mother is
exchange,
present, and I
and
guess the
she's not
reason,
saying nothing.
right, folks are debating this is because it seems like the mother is choosing the stepdad over her child
She's supposed to.
because they're. I mean, okay.
That's his wife. That's her husband, right?
Mm.
And that's why you. And this is the reason why I tell people don't date women with children, because the women with children, especially the children,
Oh God.
especially no, listen, especially the child doesn't respect your marriage. The child doesn't believe that the husband should come before the child,
I got you.
right?
No, but okay. So
You see?
this is for me. This is a tricky situation because this is not this child's biological father, and this
Sure.
is not his biological daughter. So to me, it's a little bit different because that's that woman's daughter.
How is it different? That's what a stepchild is. If it was his blood child, he wouldn't need the approval. It would be no, that's her child. It would be their child.
Yeah, but it. How am I? This man just came into the picture. Is basically what I'm saying. He only
He
been
married.
okay, but you only been here 5.2 seconds, and you
You
over here
married though.
you siding with this man and not coming to your child's defense. Why is this man taking the door off of her room? She's
That's
18.
yeah, that's childish though. First of all, it's no you coming to his defense. That's no. She is having a conversation with her husband. The problem is you believe that the child can rival the husband. And you believe that there are
I
certain
mean,
instances, and I
that's
just
her.
fundamentally I don't agree with that.
I
Now,
that's
I
her.
think wrong is wrong, but I look at it like it would be no different from. Let me ask you this: if it was our child, like Didi, if you had a child with a man, and
Mhm.
it's both of you guys' child, and the same situation would be happening, what do you think? And do you think that
If he was the stepdaddy and
no, this is his child, both of y'all child.
then yeah, there's nothing to talk about. It's
So
different
why is it something to talk about because it's not his child? Because
because
what
he's
to me
the
it sounds like you align with that man. Remember that man that was on our previous podcast, and the man said, I don't mind dating single mothers, but I just don't want to meet them. I don't want to pay for
oh
them.
the guy.
Yeah, it sounds like you're bringing credence to what he's saying because this is what he's dealing with. He's saying,
Like
yeah,
this is
to
why I don't want.
avoid these situations. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to meet him. And
Oh, because the child becomes before you, the stepdaddy.
the child becomes no, and the mother. I'm believing your position is coming from. To me, it sounds like your position is coming from the child's perspective and the mother's perspective, right? You're looking at it like, well, even if I was the wife, this your husband is new, right? So it sounds like you lean
Well, he's
towards
the step.
you lean.
He's the he's the stepdaddy.
What that mean? This is house, right?
I I get that part, but why are we taking
Oh.
doors? Why are we taking doors down though?
No, we don't know that. I just told you we gotta assume it's for. Well, you don't have to, but I guess I'm assuming that it was for a reasonable reason, based on hearing that girl how disrespectful she is. The girl is clearly disrespectful.
Because we got some new folks and we got some comments. Super Pet said that what was the reason? Sounds like the kid is disrespectful. Welcome, Mama, to the chat.
I'm
Could
not
be smoking
going
and
for no
drugs.
disrespect.
Um, he said, I have stepkids. They can get crazy rude. Can they? They get rude, Super Pad? Super Pad says she can go change clothes in the bathroom if she needs privacy.
Amen.
Oh, okay, I'm again. Why at 8? She's 18.
What
You
does 18 mean though? Why? What does that mean? She lives
I
at home. She can't
think
take care of
about
herself.
fully developed, even though some of these children are fully developed at young ages now.
Oh, you
But
talking about physically?
yeah, you see what I'm like? I don't. She's gonna be going to the bathroom. Hey, DJ Soulstar. But hold on, FA, before you respond, because we got some new folks. Welcome to Discussions with Dee Parker. We're talking about a viral video of a stepdad removing a 18-year-old stepdaughter's bedroom door. It's sparking some debate, I guess, folks questioning the mom because the mom was right there. But take a listen for yourselves. Not saying that he is. Hopefully, FA, you're still there. He's right, but here we go.
Shut your mouth. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Your mother asked me a question. Learn your place as a child. Learn your place. You're a child. Because you're 18. Because you're 18, you think you're a
That's what Mama telling us to go to the top.
Can you show it? Can you show it?
Let me see.
But you had to come back.
I'm gonna let it reset and then I'll show it. I might be able to show it one time. Okay, here we go.
Shut your mouth. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Your mother asked me a question. Learn your place as a child. Learn your place. You're a child. Because you're 18. Because you're 18, you think you're a little girl. Well, I tell you what, little girl. It's funny though, right? But you need to come back here, right? But you haven't come back here. Your mother asked me a question. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to you.
Okay. After watching and seeing, what are your thoughts now, FA?
Oh my God. Well, I have a little more respect for the mother because it sounds like the mother, um, the mother looks like she didn't do a good job of raising her daughter. Right? I don't know when the father came involved. You know, the stepdad came involved, but it does sound like the daughter sounds entitled, and the mother seems a little passive. Right? She does seem passive, but in all fairness, the mom did to me appeared to try to correct her daughter, right? She just don't seem like the aggressive type. You know what I'm saying? She told her, stop talking, I'll talk to you when I'm done. that type of thing. But it just didn't happen. Did I lock the door? Damn, hold on.
Um. So is this man wrong, chat? For
Did I lock the door?
handling
My bad, bro.
again,
Damn, I don't think I
I'm
did
over
that, but
here trying to
oh,
figure
I
out
think it's
why he removed this
yeah, I
door
think it's broke.
from
Yeah, I didn't lock the door, my God.
this girl's room. Like she's 18. What was the reasoning behind? And Evan keeps telling me it doesn't matter about the
Just
reasoning.
leave it open. Yeah.
It's his house. He has the right to remove the door. Mama said, why she call her mom a narcissist? Did she? I didn't hear that part. Did you hear that,
Yeah,
Evan?
oh no, the caption read that.
Oh,
That's
your
what happens when
narcissist
you got
husband.
people. Yeah, because she's an entitled child. And
Wait,
I think DD,
she called
I
him a
think
man
the,
baby.
I think, you know what? I noticed this, DD. I think you tend to side with children more than you side with adults when it comes to step
Because
parenting.
I think a lot of times that parents and sometimes
Mhm.
women will side with the man in order to keep the man and dismiss what the child is saying. So yes, that's why.
I don't think that they should. I'm not. I don't think that they should dismiss what the child is saying, but I do think that structure is first, and I don't think children should be voicing their opinion when grown-ups are talking. I think that they should be quiet. So when I see a child talking out of turn and speaking back there and yelling, I look at a disrespectful child. So
But
when
she's
I see
18. We just said she's an adult, no?
right, no, I don't believe. I don't. You're not an adult until you get out my house.
Okay.
You're not an adult until you get out of my house. Not when it comes to things that have to do with my house. Now you're an adult in the real world. You're gonna go to jail and be charged as an adult for sure. But you're not an adult as far as my house. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How about this? How about this? There are 30-year-old. Is a 30-year-old an adult?
Yes.
There are 30-year-old men and women that get married, right? And let's say that but while they're engaged, they go to your parents' house and stay at the parents' house. Do you know? I'm sorry, boyfriend, girlfriend. There are people where the parents won't allow them to sleep in the same room because they're not married.
Okay. Yes.
That's the house rules. Are they not adults?
No, I get what you're right. Your house, your rules. Mama said it.
Okay.
Mama said I was told at 18, if you can't follow my rules, you can leave. Their house,
You got
their
to get
rules.
out. You
But
got to get
what
out.
rule? We don't know what rule she broke though. For
Yeah, she broke the disrespect rule.
but he took her door off the.
Oh,
Why?
so that justifies her to be
No, no,
disrespectful.
no. I'm not saying it justifies, but it does justify. Why did you take it down?
No, there's no justification for that. We're talking about the disrespect.
What did
Her
she say?
being disrespectful. She was yelling at that man.
Okay.
She was yelling at that man. Taking the door down. What she should have did, if she was raised properly, what she should have did was shut up and went to her mother, right? Those circumstances and said, "Hey, mom, such and such took my door down. What's going on?" You know what I'm saying? And then the mom could have went and talked to the dad, and then the dad, the stepdad, or whatever, and then they could have had a group conversation. But her yelling at her stepfather is unacceptable.
Mama said
Unacceptable.
she was probably doing something for the door to be taken
That's what I said. I'm
down.
assuming DD wants to believe that it's reasonable to assume that this man is just wild and out of control and just took
No, no, no,
her
no, no, no,
door
no, no.
down
I'm
for
not
no
saying
reason.
that. I'm not saying that, but I would like to know the reasoning on why the door was removed. I would.
Look,
She's 18. She's
what if it
18.
was okay? Go ahead.
I worry about these type of things when it comes to step parent and relationships because there are a lot of nasty people in this world. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? And not
fair
to say
enough.
that he took the door down for those reasonings, but why did you take the door off? She's 18.
You keep making. I don't know why you
Okay.
keep making an emphasis on 18. I don't know why that is such a like. That's a defining statement to you. Like, yeah, and this is ridiculous because she's 18.
I mean, Legally, isn't she not in? I mean, even though you say she technically lives with her, she's still legally in a
Oh, she's
classified as
legally an
adult,
adult, but legally
right?
ain't got
And
nothing to
I
do
think,
with nothing. Legally just means I can send you to jail for the rest of your
and
life.
two, what if she's paying rent to her mom in this marriage?
Oh, she got to get out. Then I would put her out, and I'm pretty sure she's not paying rent. You know what I mean? Because you don't take the door off somebody that's paying rent. You know what I mean? That's the sign that she don't pay rent.
Mama said 18 is old enough to get out too. Mama said these youngins be acting like they run the house. LOA. At
Yeah,
18, she could go live with her real dad or grandma. I mean,
yeah,
all these things are true, and I'm not trying to justify because I don't know what this little girl did. You know what I'm saying? She might have been doing something that he didn't approve of, so he said the door is coming down.
yeah.
Um, but what
She
folks
getting out. If I was in that situation, she would be getting out.
Let me ask you a question, Eva, because you and wifey, you
Yeah,
guys are step parents.
yeah.
You have bonus kids. Um,
Go ahead.
would you put wifey before your daughter? I think we had this conversation before.
I can one more time.
You put wifey before your daughter?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
just asking
I
because like
don't
I
know. Is it one? I don't. The phrasing of the question is weird. I don't. I put wifey before my daughter. Put her in what way? What do you mean? In the family hierarchy, yes, my wife comes
okay,
first.
that's what
You
I'm
know what I
asking.
mean? But I don't know what you are.
No,
Not you
because
per se, but what that
if
extends
you
to.
okay, so for example, if when your daughter gets older, she may, because teenagers get flippant at the mouth
Oh yeah,
once they start smelling themselves,
yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
You, wifey, and your daughter are engaged in a heated confrontation. Who
Yeah.
you checking daughter or like
Oh,
who?
100%. I
Okay,
might even go across her shit. I'm just saying. I'm being honest because I don't raise my children to disrespect. But first of all, that's my. I don't let nobody disrespect my wife. Why would I let you disrespect my wife?
okay,
Because you my child, that give you permission to disrespect my wife? First of all, I own my wife. I don't own you.
oh
You see
God,
what I'm
not
saying?
own.
No, I'm saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm, that word may be a little unappealing, but I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to use a word that kind of really shows the extent. Like
She's
this
yours.
actually belongs to me,
That's your wife.
and
Yeah,
you don't. And when you start contending with the queen of the house, see what I'm saying? You might need to go and start your own. So I can't imagine. Don't get me wrong. I know teenagers. Hold on, it's a difference. I'm not talking about talking back because kids
okay,
talk back.
right.
You know what I mean? It's a difference between like talking back. You know what I mean? Like, all right, mom, you tripping? Da, da, da. Like, like on some light shit. It's another thing when it starts to escalate to a level of disrespect. Now,
Like
everybody
what
got a
level though?
different level of what
Right.
that is. You know what I'm saying? But for me, what I just seen, that girl way out of pocket. She's challenging him. She's actually like challenging him in a way. When he's saying stop talking, you know what I mean? You need to stay in the child's place. The conversation should have been over. Like she shouldn't have continued to talk anymore. Once he elevated it to the that's it. See, because usually an argument starts like milder in the beginning, whereas
Yeah.
it is a back and forth. And then the arguments usually progress. And then when it gets to that point where the parent is now saying that's it, be quiet, that's it.
Yeah.
If you continue to talk, then yes, I'm going to side with because now
And
I'm
you
looking at that as disrespect.
and let me ask you another question. And you
Mhm.
know for a fact, vice versa, your wife, if anything, with your stepson, she's riding out with you, like
I
she's
feel
checking him.
extremely confident. I don't
Okay.
know for a fact, but I feel extremely confident that she would. I would bet my bottom dollar, but I have insurances for that. It doesn't even really matter. I'll just put them out. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
said he gotta go.
yeah, he got to get out. Like you can, if you can side with him, you can get out with him.
Oh
You know
God.
what I'm saying? If it gets to that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he's getting out. It's not, like
Has
it won't
has
be
has has she ever caught herself maybe siding with him?
never. Thank
Okay.
God,
Okay.
never. But the good thing about my situation and is we just don't have them type of children yet. They 12, 11. They
Right,
probably
right.
about to, you probably, they're at that stage where they're about to start converting over. Because my daughter do talk back a little bit. So she
To
talks
who?
back
You?
to her. No,
Oh, to
not to
her?
me,
Oh,
to her. And I have had a phone call where my wife has says, make sure you get her ass when you get in this house because she's a little mouthy. She was a little mouthy today. You know what I'm saying? And I put the fear in God. I said, I want you to understand. If you disrespect her, you disrespected me. And I want you to know the same way I would approach you if you disrespected me is the same way I'm going to approach you if you disrespect her. If she tell you stop talking, it's like if I told you stop talking.
does it
Okay?
work?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, it has so far.
okay,
Obviously, she's 11. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So
Right,
we'll
right.
see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm telling you, once she gets to that age, she
I
gonna
know.
start
I
feeling
know.
herself. She
I
might
agree.
even, she might even try your wife.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you because these things are possible. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah,
like to believe that the way I've raised my daughter, that is less likely that that will happen. But I'm not. Obviously, we'll see, and I'll
listen,
and
I
I'll be
turned.
there to correct it.
Listen, I turned out great. I tried my mama one time, and mama, it only took one time because mama got them hands, baby. And I thought because she was only 4'11", I said, what this little 4'11" lady gonna do? She ain't gonna do nothing, baby. Doop, doop, doop. That is
Yeah.
all it Mama got hands. And I should have known that because she was heavy handed braiding my hair. But anyway, new punch. She was. Welcome to Discussions with Dee Parker. I'm going to play this clip back, FA, and then I'm going to read some comments. We're talking about this stepdad. He removed his 18-year-old stepdaughter's bedroom door. So it's sparking debate. One, because folks are saying that the mom should have stood up and did more. And two, what did it say here? Others question why the mother didn't immediately comfort her daughter or ask the stepfather to leave the situation instead of allowing the confrontation to continue. So placing the blame like the mom should have de-escalated the situation and handled it a little bit better. So take a listen.
Show it.
Shut your mouth. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Your mother asked me a question. Learn your place as a child. Learn your place. You're a child. Because you're 18. Because you're 18, you think you're a legal adult. But I tell you what, little girl, it's funny though, right? But you need to come back here, right? But you haven't come back here. Right, see, your mother asked me a question. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to you.
Okay. You saw the video. You still feel the same way?
I mean, the more I watch it, the more I get upset. I can't imagine. That lady gotta get that little girl so disrespectful. The mama is so passive. But this is the only reason you can tell the mama has always been this way. So it's
Well,
kind of unreasonable for me to expect for her to all of a sudden be a stern parent when I can tell, you know what? Because stern parents grab the belt quick. Like
okay.
stern parents like do stuff when even if they think you being disrespectful, they'll be like they react in a way where they'll pop you and not even know fully. They don't even know
Uh-huh.
fully, but
Wait.
they be like, hold on, what did I just say? You know what
Right.
I'm
We
saying?
used to be told, be quiet before I give you something to cry about.
You feel
Okay.
me? So the fact that she allows
I don't know if she's,
that.
I don't want to call her passive. I want to say that she is letting her man lead the household, no?
No, 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 no. She's not. She's actually not a good wife. And in the context of just this situation, she's not a good wife. She's not actually even a good mother. Um, it
Wait,
shows.
I'm so confused because I thought she was doing the right thing
No, she
by not.
wasn't being a good wife. Okay. I'm not, let me rephrase that because
Okay, hit her.
she was being somewhat of a good wife. What I'm saying is she wasn't being a good mother and a wife in the sense that she this is this complicated situation when you start having stepchildren, right? Because that man doesn't is not the biological father of that child, he has certain limitations that legally and just intellectually he shouldn't go past, right?
Yeah.
Because it ain't his child and he might put himself at risk. The mom, knowing that that level that he necessarily can't cross, should be in the middle of that. She should have been the one running upstairs, grabbing her daughter and dragging her in the room. That way, the father don't have to go that far. You're protecting your husband by you doing it. See what I'm saying? It's like, let me get my daughter, let me get this little girl together. See what I'm saying?
But
Because
a lot of folks are saying that she should have went to her daughter's defense as opposed.
no, but you got to know that a lot of these people are baby mamas. They don't have they don't come from family structure. No, I'm saying they don't come from a family structure where they believe that the husband is first and the wife is first. They don't believe that. They believe children are first.
Hold on.
See what I'm saying?
Let me read some comments. Super Fast at LOL 18. Should go live with her real dad or grandma. Mama says she has a lot of mouth. Pecan Brown said my husband would not allow my stepson to disrespect me. It happened once and he nipped it in the bud. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Mama said we know them children talk crazy to YT parents.
Yeah.
13 is the age. And Auntie said, oh, she YT. And Mama said, right. Super Pat said, when your kids are your best friends, they think they're grown.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Mama said, yeah, I'm popping first. And
Yeah.
Auntie said, Super Pat, absolutely. You ain't my friend. Hey, Harlem. And Auntie said, also, it seems the mom has allowed this crazy with her children for a while.
And
So
I know this is women led. This is baby mother culture because only women, well, and some inefficient men want to be friends with their children.
I wasn't friends
I've been
with
telling
when
my
I was growing
mother, yeah, you become friends with your parents when you become grown.
Yeah.
Like not while they're raising you. I
Yeah.
tell my daughter now, she was like 9 years old. She was like, I'm bored, Daddy. Won't you come play with me? And I had to tell her, I said, My mother never played with me. Okay. You go outside and you find a rock and a stick and you bang them together. Okay? That's you figure it out. Okay, you know why? These might not work. I said, because I'm not your friend. I
Yeah.
want to be clear. I'm not your friend.
Right,
Okay?
right.
I'm your father. And daddy loves you. Right? But daddy is not gonna daddy don't my job is not to play with you. You go
Right.
outside and you use your imagination. Won't you want me to and you want me to start telling you and I go down this list. You know what daddy used to do for fun? Daddy used to run in circles and act like he was Sonic the Hedgehog. Really would run in zigzags and use my imagination because I thought I was Sonic the
Right,
Hedgehog.
right, right.
And I would be all by myself.
And we used to play to the sun came
Guess what I would do?
down.
You will walk around the entire neighborhood until you see another kid close to your age. And you will go up to them and say, Hi, my name is Marilyn.
Hey,
You want to go and throw rocks in the creek?
right.
Oh,
Yeah. We was
go
outside all
find
day.
something to do.
Our parents had to come looking for us.
Right. You
So
tripping. So, no, I'm not your friend. But I can tell, but women, I'll be honest, they are the leaders of this culture wanting to be friends with their children.
I
They do, and they hang out with these kids.
I think it's maybe the like this younger
I'm talking
generation.
about this. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, no,
Because like I said,
no. I think it's our generation too.
no, I
It-
never thought Mama was my friend.
no, our generation meaning us having kids.
Oh, okay. Well,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, I don't got no kids. So
yeah, yeah. But your
yeah,
peers,
yeah,
I'm telling you, they be wanting to be friends with their kids. I've dated women that you could tell that they're like, oh, me and certain, we going to get our nails done. And it's like regular. It's like regular. Like you know what I mean? It's like they like kicking it. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
They going
I'm
to the
like,
club. Yeah, they wear
yeah,
each other's clothes. Mm-hmm.
it's crazy, man.
New folks, welcome to Discussions with Didi Parker. We're chatting about a stepfather. He removed his 18-year-old stepdaughter's bedroom door, and it's sparking some debate on how the mother handled it. They're saying that the mother basically chose her partner over her daughter. Um, you should have deaded the conversation. Hey, Tasha, and not let it get out of hand. Once we get a certain amount more folks on here, because we keep fluctuating, I'll replay the video because I don't know how many more times they're gonna let me play before they shut me down.
Right.
Mama said kids don't have any imagination anymore. Super Pat said FA speaking facts. Put this combo on YouTube. Oh, it's going up. You already know.
Yeah.
All the other ones are up too, and I was just telling the chat earlier, we're at 199 on YouTube, so we're almost at 200
I'm one of
subscribers.
them old school. I'm one of them old school parents. I live for the moment they get out of line where I can go in there and tear up some shit. I'll be like, God, I'm be on the phone with my friends. What Mike Epps said, I had to knock her fucking head off her fucking
I
shoulders
was about to say,
last
come
night.
kids. Like
Shit.
your parents
You be
used
like,
to do. Yep. Auntie said also seems like the mom has allowed this crazy with her children
yeah,
for a while.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Because Harlem Nights, I know. Come on, girl. That Auntie said that's right. Entertain yourself. We can play a board game, but
That's it.
no, play nah. Auntie said we was outside. There was plenty to do. We did not
Plenty.
come out. We did not come home until the street lights came on. And if
And
you
guess,
didn't make it home when the street lights came on, oh, your parents was looking for you. They was coming
and guess what? And guess what? You knew you was having fun because you smelled like a fucking animal when you walked in
outside.
the house.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey,
exactly. I
Harlem,
agree.
welcome, boo.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
What's
Um,
going on?
Mama said she
And we
probably
ain't come back in the house because you know you wasn't going back outside if you come in that house.
nope. And
You
then if
wasn't
you
going
ran in
back
the
out.
house too much, your mama or your daddy threatened you. Talk about you run in this house one more time, you ain't going back
Yeah.
outside. You be like, I
You
got to
stuck
get back in
outside or
there.
you
What is
stuck
the water?
you stuck outside or you stuck inside? One or the
One
other.
or
Hello, what we
the other.
doing?
But ain't no
Um,
in and outs.
Mama said she was probably smoking weed in her room, and Mama said I didn't have a door growing up. LOL. Okay, so chat, we're discussing again the stepfather. He removed his 18-year-old stepdaughter's bedroom door, and it's sparking some debate. I'll play the video. Here we go.
No, right, but you need to come back here, right? But you have to come back here. Right, see, your mother asked me a question. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to you. I can explain to my mom. I can explain to my mom. Shut your mouth. I can explain to my mom what happened. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Your mother asked me a question. Learn your place as a child. Learn your place. I'm not trying to do anything. No, I'm going to be alone. Oh, because you're 18? Because you're 18, you think you're grown enough. Well, I tell you what, little girl, it's funny though, right? But you need to come back here, right? But you have to come back here. Right, see, your mother asked me a question. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to you.
All right. So after seeing the video, Harlem Nights, what are your thoughts?
First off, the child, she got way too much. She got a lot of energy. She doing a lot for a child. Because he shouldn't have to exert all of that energy to tell her to shut her mouth.
Yeah.
That's too much. You know, I had that conversation with my child the other day. I'm like, I'm not going to say shut up too many more times before I shut you up.
There you go.
Like, what are you doing? What do you want to happen? Because this is
Yeah.
provoking behavior. You're
Yeah.
provoking me. I come from old school. Okay, I come from old school. When adults say shut up, you shut up. You
That's
know,
it.
that's it. If there's a certain voice that comes out and they is saying be quiet, that means that you stop talking quickly.
Yeah.
Because you'll be picking yourself up off the floor in the house that I came from. And that's the only way that I know to handle children because that's how I was raised. That's what I was taught. So, yes, I'm going to try this gentle parenting thing. You feel me? However, please understand that the old school is really what's underneath all of that. So, if
Yeah.
you bring that out of me, then it is what it is. You know, because you could just shut up. We was just talking too much. And the mom should.
Go ahead.
So on the video, is that the daughter standing in front of him, or is that standing in front of him on the video?
That's his mom. That's her mom. That's the
Oh,
wife.
that's the wife.
Yeah.
Okay, so just as much energy that he's having to tell her to shut up, the wife should be having that same energy. Like it should be coming from the wife first.
Thank
Like,
you.
if
Thank
I
you.
put, like, why is, like, my husband, because I have a daughter, okay?
Mm,
So if my ex-husband told my daughter to do something,
Okay.
then yeah, you gotta do it. Yeah, he said do it. Like, huh? He's arguing with her? You're arguing with an adult? That's
Okay.
what we doing?
she's explaining, and thank you for this, because that's exact. I said the wife wasn't being a good wife because the wife should have stepped in between it, because the wife knows that the husband is slightly handicapped. It's not like he gonna go up there and do nothing to the daughter. So this is why the wife should have, what she just said, went up them steps and got her together and
Yeah,
say,
like,
"Come in this room and let me explain something to you."
right.
Okay. Harlem Nights. Let me ask you a question though. Uh, your daughter and your ex-husband are going back and forth. Who are you siding with in that situation? Are you siding with your step-husband?
But
The step the
it's so this is me. This is just Harlem because I don't play like everybody else play, right?
Right.
I'm not going to argue with my husband in front of my daughter.
Okay.
Okay, so if me and my husband are
No,
having a
no, 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 no. Argue with the child, not the husband.
no, listen, let me say what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay, okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
saying if he comes up with something that I don't necessarily agree with,
Right,
he says something to her that I'm not feeling, then I'm not gonna say anything to her in front of him.
Okay.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But when me and him are alone, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm just saying, I didn't. When you said that, like I'm gonna communicate that to him. But that's not it's not for my child to see us not agree. Of course, you're not gonna agree with everything that the other person has to say for your child,
You know,
especially if you're,
so you know that was the stepdaddy, right? That was talking to her
yeah,
like that. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. When you invite somebody into your life to help you raise your child, you're not going to agree with everything that they say 100%. There
Okay.
are going to be some things that you don't like that they say to your child, right? This is the reason why communication is important between the two individuals involved, because y'all got to have a connection between the two of y'all so y'all know what each other's expectations are for parenting before I just invite my child into our dynamic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I need to let this other person know this is how I handle my child. Now, if you don't agree with how I handle my child, then let's discuss that.
Okay.
Yeah. Or,
Let's
or, 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 or maybe move on from each other.
or if we
Right.
can if we can't come to terms, if we can't communicate through it, and we
Yeah,
can do the work, then if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But I'm
I
just
agree.
saying, there has to be open communication and understanding. So what is your expectation?
Hmm. That's why it's important to get with people that's like minded. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Didi.
Mhm.
It was even difficult for me the first time I heard my now wife, but at the time girlfriend, like chastise or correct my daughter. It was one of them things where it sounds like it's easy to handle. I'm like, oh yeah,
I think we.
I'm in the elevator.
Okay. Yeah. We can hear you. So I'm gonna read some comments.
I'm
Uh,
a,
I, I'm gonna read some comments to you. Come back. Auntie said you ain't no gentle parenting here. Yeah, ain't no gentle parenting here. Gentle parenting us. Mama said is the reason so many kids are out of control. And Super Pat said united front for the parents. Now, FA, you were saying that the first time your wife disciplined your daughter, it was difficult. Can you hear me, FA?
say it again.
I said you were talking about how it was a little difficult when you heard your then girlfriend, now wife, disciplining your daughter.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna be honest and transparent. That even for me, I say this like, oh no, I don't go for that. Ain't no disrespect. I ain't lying with none of that. I said, well, on the other side, that was me saying what I wouldn't allow from her child.
Yeah.
I even had to accept how difficult it was when I heard her do it for the first time to my child. And
Mhm.
I was like, oh man. and she was and my wife was right at the time, but it was just at the time she was my girlfriend. It still felt weird to hear somebody else correct my child. But I
That's
remember,
the natural
you know
defense.
what I'm saying? Yeah, it kind of felt weird because you want to protect them. But then that's when I had to like check myself. I'm glad I don't voice it. I just thought it, and I was
Yeah.
just like, "Oh yeah, well, Coons, what what would you expect from her if you was doing that to her child?" You know what I mean? So it was one of them things where I'm saying, yes, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's just so easy to do. No, it is. It's not as always easy to do because you be wanting to protect your child from everybody. You know what I
The
mean?
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
It's a natural
But
thing.
yeah, so I just know I can talk very matter of fact sometimes, but I wanted to be able to let people know, like, no, even for me, it was a little difficult at first. I mean, I
Thank you
got
for
over it
sharing
quick
that.
though. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I got over
that's
that
the
quick though.
reason why. That's the reason why having a connection with your person is important, and that's the reason why communication is so important. Because y'all have to know what each other's expectations are.
Yeah, I agree.
I need to know what your turn up level is when it comes to a child.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, I
need to,
agree. Good.
because my
I
turn
don't.
up level may not be your turn up level. It's been
Exactly.
it's been times that I done turned up on my child, and my ex husband would be like, "Whoa,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah. Calm
know, you
down.
listen. I don't know what I'm about to witness," and I'd be
Cause
like,
I
"Hey,
be cussing. I be cussing. Who the fuck told you to do some shit like that? I said, oh man. I be cussing like a motherfucker. I know my mother be getting on me, but I definitely
But
be cussing.
essay, because question, you do you handle the disciplining of your stepson?
Uh, that's a good question. Not really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I I'm in one of them very unique situations where I really got a good stepson.
Okay.
This little nigga is respectful. He don't ever disrespect me ever. See what I'm saying? He never has. I've never had to flex on him yet. Know what I'm saying? And I have the luxury of being around his life since he was like 6. He's
Okay.
12 now. So he used to. He knows I'm the authority. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I don't really. It's not like meeting a nigga. It's not like dating somebody with a 14-year-old child, where they
Right.
already. So it's like he's known me since when he was a little boy before he had any testosterone. You know what
Okay.
I mean? So now, so disciplining. I haven't had to discipline him. Thank you. I mean, I've had to talk to him, but I don't. But he one of them kids where I don't have to. I can talk to him. Hey,
But
look,
see how
let me
you're
holler at you for a second.
but see how
but
you
see,
said your
that's what I was
your
gonna say earlier. Is gentle parenting. You have to choose the child.
Absolutely.
You have
But
to
that don't
choose the
work with
child because
everybody.
they don't work with everybody. Like some kids, you can gentle parent. Some kids, you can
yeah.
say, we can just have a conversation. But it also depends on the level that you are on that child with that child, and it don't always have to be
Exactly.
friendship. It don't always have to be friendship, but that child needs to be able to feel safe with you.
Okay,
No,
You
just
know,
I got
comfortability.
a question. I got a question for the both of you. But hold, I got a question for you, FA, first, because I want to go back to what you were saying. So go, because your wife, you said, calls you on the phone, right?
Yeah.
When your daughter is getting sassy. Now, do you
Or
ever have to,
have. Or when I get home, she'll tell me. But go ahead.
or does she ever have, or do you ever have to call her? Because you said your son is good. He's
Yeah.
never said sass, did nothing where you had to step in and check him.
Oh yeah. No, he never sassed. No, he never sassed me, but he has done things just in general where I had to check him. But it
Okay.
wasn't directed at me. It was just kids being kids, like they arguing and shit like that. And I'd be like, both of y'all chill out or whatever, you know what I mean, or whatever, that
So
type of thing.
your wife lets you handle the. She'll let
Lets
you
me. Is a good
not
choice of
let.
words,
Okay,
but
I'm
but
sorry.
yes,
Okay, let me
yeah,
think how to word this. Your wife is okay with you.
yeah. It's
Discipline.
reliant on me. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
All
And
right.
that was one of the major questions
actually
for
better
all the
that
men
way.
that decide to, for all the men that decide to date,
Uh oh. Evan,
for
you
all the
still there?
women all the men out here that decide to date single mothers, what I'm telling you, although I'm not an advocate for it, but if you do it, make sure you have this conversation. It's very important to your well-being as a man, and the likelihood of the success of the relationship. Ask them, what is your thoughts on disciplining children and me and your children potentially disrespecting me, and how do you feel about, what are you comfortable with, and the response that you would be comfortable with me having. And you determine, each man, you determine if it's something you can deal with or not, right? You see what I'm saying? Me, I needed total submission. I needed to know that I can put my hands on your child. I
Ooh,
needed
that.
to know that that was something that was permissible. You know what I
Right.
mean, for you. Now, thank God I haven't had to put my hands on him, and to be honest, I don't think I ever probably will. You know what I'm saying? I
But
mean,
see, that's
unless
that's what I'm saying. That's the thing right there is you have to know the child. That's the reason why you got to have conversation with that individual, because do my
yeah,
child
you
even
got to know what you're
require
dealing with.
that type of, yeah, does my child even
But
require
whether they
that type of
required or
handling?
not, but what? Okay, good question. Let's say he don't. Let's say he hasn't shown a, a natural proclivity to need to be physically disciplined. Would that change your answer on if I say to you, I'm gonna be with you? If it ever got to a point where I needed to physically reprimand him, you would say you would that determine if you would be okay with it or not okay with it?
It just depends on how I feel about the child in question.
I'm talking
I
about that
don't feel
child.
like
I'm
if
saying you feel like
I'm
it.
just saying it depends on the child. If the child does not require that, then I'm gonna say, hey, we need to give this child what they require. We need to give this child what they need. If physical,
Who
if you need to
determines
be
that?
physical with them, the child
No, no,
by their
no,
behavior.
no. Who?
No.
Like how
Right,
do you
but who
act
determines the behavior and what's fitting for that behavior or not?
we determine it together.
Right, but what I'm saying
We
is, what
we're
if you
coming together
disagree
with
and
it.
I agree? What if I feel like the
Oh, then
action needs to?
if we don't agree, we can't move until we do.
Then that means then you have the final say, and that's fine. I mean, it's your
If we don't
child.
agree, yeah, if we're not coming together to agree, and I'm just not feeling it, if I'm just not feeling it, like if I, because at the end of the day, a mother is always gonna want to, well, she should want to protect her child. She should, not always, but she should, right? So
And from
typically, if I don't agree with you, it's usually I don't agree because I don't feel like it's going to, if I don't feel like it's going to be something that's going to better my child or protect my child, then I'm not going to agree with that.
when you
I
say
need to see
my
purpose
child,
behind it.
you're
Yeah.
when I hear you specify my, I hear the
Mhm.
distinction that it's not mine, right? So you one of the people that also
Oh
don't
God.
play that game. No, that's not an insult. I'm saying you're one of the people like
No,
me. You
I,
don't play the game that step parents are actually the mother and dad. You're not. That is not your children. Are not my children.
hell no.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
No.
Hell
No,
to
I'm
the
saying a
no.
lot of people
No.
play these games like these are their
No, no,
children,
listen.
and I say no,
Let
that's
me
not my
explain to
child.
you. Let me explain to you why though. Let me explain to you why. Because when I laid up on the table and got cut open for those two children,
Right. By
and
another
my
man.
life was almost taken away by another man, I
Right.
didn't know you.
Sure. I agree.
I didn't know you.
I
So that's
agree.
a part of my life that you didn't walk in. You walked in and this had already happened to me. So for
And
me,
that's,
yes, this is my child. And
I
I'm
agree.
inviting you into our life.
Ooh, I know that's right.
See,
And
but then,
that's why I
but then
tell
that
men,
poses, that brings me back to what I was saying earlier. Should
ooh,
this mother had defended her daughter over this stepfather?
they're married
No,
now. They're married now. It's
no,
different.
Okay,
We
let
were
me read some.
she was really describing the beginning stages of dating,
Okay,
not marriage.
yeah,
okay, let me read some comments.
yeah,
Super Pat says
no, not at
that's why
all.
nobody wants to be a teacher because they get abused by parents for disciplining kids these days.
Yeah.
Um, Mama, Mama said, would his father be okay with you putting your hands on him?
I think that it wouldn't really, unfortunately, it wouldn't really matter. Um, hold on, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. it wouldn't matter. Would he be okay with it? It's one of them things where it matters and it doesn't matter. So put it like this: to whoever asked that question, it's levels
That
to
was fun.
putting your hands on a child, right? It's levels. So if I grab him up by his arm and snatch him out, I wouldn't really call that putting my hands on him. Putting my hands on him is like when I physically beat him or something like that, like with a belt or something like that, right? Would that be something his father would be okay with? I don't know. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be though. You know what I mean? To be honest, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he
Why
wouldn't
would
be
you
okay
say he
with it
wouldn't be?
because he's a nigga. I mean, because I know who he is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And he probably has the mentality that he would rather discipline his child than another man, right?
Okay.
Which I'm actually okay with, to be honest. Like if he said I'm not okay with you physically disciplining my child, I'm actually okay with that. Cause my response is he got to get out. It's not hard. It's really simple for me.
But
Nobody in
your
my
response,
house is gonna be remain in my house if and can't be reprimanded.
so your response to him would be like, well, if you don't want me to discipline him, maybe he needs to come live with you.
No, it's not a maybe. It's not a maybe. If you don't want me to physically be able to discipline him, he has to come with you.
Okay.
You see, it's not an option. Just like how he's not
But
giving me an option, he's not giving me an option either. He's saying, I don't want you to do this. And I'm saying, fair enough. I actually respect it. I'm just saying, if your child is disrespectful, then he has to come live with you.
Okay.
And that avoids me doing anything to him, potentially.
And Mama said most men would have a problem with it. And Super Pat said, I never physically hit my stepkids, but we did a lot of screaming. And that disciplining of the stepkids to me is
And that's the
it
issue with stepchildren.
it's
This is
scary.
the issue with stepchildren, especially when you have blood children with your wife, like with this woman. See,
Yeah.
because the way you discipline your children, it tends to look different from the stepchild. And children don't care about that. They only see you acting different amongst the children. And this is why you got to get that out the house.
Okay.
Because, you know what I mean, in my opinion, because you can create dysfunction amongst the children when they can, because children are dumb. They can, and they know that that's not your dad or that's
Yeah.
not your mom. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah.
don't need permission to whoop my children or to, you know what I'm saying, or anything. This is not even a conversation. So this is why I tell men, don't beat the children. I actually recommend you not to put your hands on stepchildren, right? I say, but I also tell them don't date women that wouldn't let you put their hands. Don't date single mothers that won't allow you to put your hands on them. But
You
that's
mean the
step
kids.
one.
You
The
mean the kids.
kids, the
Yeah.
children, to
Hmm.
reprimand the children. But secondly, then I would tell you, but don't put your hands on them. Don't actually reprimand them. If they get disrespectful, then put them out. I mean, send them to their other parent. Period. And make sure you let the mother know that before y'all get serious and get together. Hey, listen, if your child ever gets to the point where he's disrespecting me, I want you to know that he's gonna have to get out. And you need and it's you need to know that before you decide you want to move forward with me. You know what I'm saying? Because there will be nothing you will be able to say. He will be getting out, and you will have to either be on board with that with me.
But this is why I was saying maybe this mama should have handled this situation and not the stepdaddy.
No, no, no. Well, it was too
but it looks
late
like the
because the
stepdad is
mama
handling the
was
situation.
talking to
The
the
mom is not
stepdad.
handling it. Yeah, it looks
Right.
like the
And
mom is
you gotta
not
remember,
handling
the stepdad said he was having a conversation with the mother. He wasn't talking to the child.
Okay.
The
He did.
child inserted herself into their conversation. That's why he kept saying, stay in the child's place. I was having a conversation with your mother, not you.
Super Pat said so many other forms of discipline besides corporal punishment that's more
it. See,
effective.
that's what I was that's what I was saying. Like
I don't know if it, I
that right
mean,
there.
I don't know if it's
That
more effective.
there are levels. Well, there are levels to discipline.
Sure, I
But I've
agree.
had this conversation before. There are levels to discipline, and it should not always, like, corporal punishment or physical violence should not always be, you know what I'm saying, the
The
go-to.
go-to, but who
We
said that?
we learn. I'm just saying in
Oh,
general,
okay.
like, with some people, that's the go-to. Oh, I'm gonna whoop
Okay,
their
I
ass.
got it. Right,
Some
right,
people,
okay.
that it is what it
Yeah,
is. Or you're gonna get an ass whooping. Our kids, will avoid doing this or avoid doing that for what? Fear of an ass whooping. I remember
right.
when my mama told me, um, you grown. My mama told me one time, you grown. It don't make no sense for no grown person to be lying because ain't nobody gonna whoop their ass for the truth. I never told another lie from that day because I didn't fear an ass whooping. So people
Yeah,
avoid certain behaviors because they fear what's gonna come behind it. You know
which
what I'm
is
saying?
good.
So a child
Which
is,
is good.
yeah, a child is, but this is the thing. This is the thing. You shouldn't always avoid doing the right thing because you scared you're gonna get an ass whooping. You should want to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And so if we're
Who is
teaching
the
our
right
children,
thing? The child?
I'm saying these are things that we need to be instilling in our children, that you do what's right because this is what's supposed to be done. Not to avoid an ass whooping. Or not, oh, you're gonna get a whooping if you don't do this. Or if you don't do this right, you're gonna get a whooping. There are other things that, like, when we don't pay our light bill, if we take our light bill money and we go buy concert tickets, nobody's gonna whoop our ass for that. The lights gonna get cut off.
That's because you're a grown up. But you're a grown
So why
up.
don't we teach our children? We can teach our kids that before we start putting our
Because
hands
it's
on
for
them. Just
because,
instantly
because
putting our hands on them, you can say,
well, you're going
hey,
from
like he
one
said,
extreme to
okay.
another.
I'm just saying it don't always have to resort to physical violence. Like, it don't always
But
have to
I think
resort
your
to that.
opinion
So
is on. I think you mixing two
that's
different
not
things. That's why I can't disagree. I'm not saying you should beat your child for any and every little thing. I agree. There's levels
But
to
I'm saying that
discipline,
shouldn't be.
and you
What
don't
I'm
have
saying
to
is that
beat them
shouldn't
for
be a
everything. But there are
right. But
things you should beat them for.
what I'm saying is that shouldn't be a deciding factor as to if I'm gonna allow somebody to stay in my life. Oh well, if they don't have the power to put their hands on my child to physically reprimand, if this person don't have the power to physically reprimand my child, then I need to make a decision to X this person out of my life. Why do they need that power? Do they not have any other ways to reprimand my child or to discipline my child? Why do you have to have the authority to be physical?
He's spinning.
That just that's my thing. Like, I wouldn't be able to say, oh well, if I don't have the power to put my hands on your child, then your child need to get away from me, or your child can't be here. Like, that's realistically, that's not. I don't know. For me, if I had to deal with somebody that was saying that, then I would wonder, why do you need the power to handle my child physically?
Yeah.
Why do you need that? Okay, why do you need me to say that that's okay? I shouldn't even have to say that that's okay, because you and my child. Like, I remember one time I had to tell my ex-husband, I don't have a problem with you disciplining her and getting her together, because she needs to be got together by both of us.
Yeah.
But in addition to disciplining her, I need you to spend time with her, build relationship with her. I
Mm-hmm.
need you to get to know her. She needs to feel safe to want to do what you need her to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if every time you have an interaction with a child is discipline, 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 discipline,
That's all
what are
they're
you
gonna.
really? What relationship? Yeah. What? Every time they see you, they gonna duck down. And it's not about being their friends, because there's a fine line between being a child's friend. There's a very fine line between being a child's friend and understanding your role in a child's life.
Yeah.
So earlier, I heard Fa, when he was saying he tell his daughter, I'm not your friend. I don't play with you."
Yeah. I was good. That's the
I
question I
feel
was
like
getting ready to ask you. Uh-huh.
as parents, we should play with our children.
Okay.
We should teach them how to play.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about being a friend, but they need to know that you can have a good time, that they can enjoy life around you, that they can have a good time around you, be around you, and feel safe. Not always feel like I got to stand in line, my hands got to be still, I got to behave. I
I
can't
got to be
say the
on my
wrong
P's and
thing. I'm
Q's.
gonna get a
Yeah.
whooping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna be disciplined in some kind of way. Your kids should feel, and it's not about being a friend, because I get it. We're not our kids' friend, but
Yeah.
you got to understand where the boundaries are set. Like my daughter, I don't take my daughter all going to the clubs and hanging out with me and parties and stuff with me, but I do treat her like a young adult. I do let her see who I am. I do let her see how I move, because she needs to know how to move when she get my age.
Yeah. Okay.
She needs to know what her mother would do. How would her mother maneuver through certain situations? And if I don't put myself on her level at times so that she can see, then she knows she ain't fit to be drinking with me, and we ain't fit to be, turning up, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna hide who I am from her either, because she needs to see that. And
Right.
that's part of me playing with her. So yeah, we used to play jacks. You know what I'm saying? I taught her how to play jacks. I taught her how to ride a bike. You got to, that's playing with your kids. You teaching them while you playing with them at the same time. And I think that's important for fathers to do with little girls.
It's play with them. Yeah.
Because, yes, because a little girl needs to know how to interact with the man.
Yeah.
If we gonna blame everything on baby mama culture, if we so hard on baby mama culture, then let's start repairing it.
Okay.
And the way you repair it is men get in your little girls' lives,
Mm.
figure it out.
Little girls and boys.
Yes, and boys, because that's the thing. It's a girl. That boy need his daddy. That girl need her daddy too,
Mm-hmm.
because she needs to know how to be handled by a man. She needs to know how she's supposed to be handled. And if her daddy ain't fit to be in her life, she need her daddy.
Right.
You know,
Uh,
she needs somebody, because she needs to know how to be handled by a man.
Mama said kids don't comprehend like adults, so telling them something doesn't always work.
Kids understand way more than we give them credit for.
Well, I'll say this. I got spankings and I turned out. But I don't know. You know, to each
I
his
mean, I
own.
got spankings too. I got spankings. I got beat. We were abused. We was almost taken from my mom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my mom went to jail for whooping us.
Oh, wow.
You feel so, like, that's why I say you need to know your child, and you need to know what the expectations are. See, I realized that my urge to put my hands on my children and control them physically comes from the way I was raised.
Uh-huh.
Comes from how I was born. My mom whooped us, so we grew up thinking that whooping worked,
Yeah.
because it worked on us. But what it taught me was to fear my mom's hand.
Uh-huh.
I didn't experience a gentle hand from her. And when I did, I didn't understand it. It made me uncomfortable, because she rarely did that.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about discipline. So that's why I'm saying, like, I had to learn from the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that, okay, if you're going to discipline your kids, these are the boundaries. If you're gonna use physical violence, don't do it while you're mad.
Wait and then
You do
go.
more. Hey, yes, you do way more damage when you're mad. Have a conversation with them. Hey, this is why you're getting a whooping, because this, and this. I'm gonna give you this many licks, so they can assess how many licks they getting.
Mm-hmm.
Because the punishment got to meet the crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, people need to understand, you having these. This is the effect. This is, you cause this to happen. So this is what, and not so much, because we put our hands on kids and it don't do nothing but teach them. But some kids, putting our hands on kids, teach them more violence, teach them to be more
Mm.
violent.
Mm.
Because now you're teaching them that I can physically control you, and I can make you do what I want you to do if I can physically control you.
Mama said spare the rod,
Oh,
spoil the child is how we grew up.
right. But that's scripture. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't feel like it's anything wrong with that. I just feel like it needs to be, we need to know how to use it correctly. It's a
Yeah.
tool that we need to understand the proper way to use it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's do some final thoughts. This was a great conversation today. I enjoyed this one, even though I'm like, that stepdaddy boy. Whew, that was a lot.
Listen, he is, ain't he?
What's your final
He
thoughts,
is. He
bro?
is.
I like the hair.
My final thought is thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's my naturals. Thank you.
80.
Um, my final thoughts is just the wife is wrong, the mother's wrong. She's been weak this whole time, and now things are exploding and it's out of control. She should have been dealing with that daughter, but we don't know the situation. We don't know, what the other biological parent was doing, because the other biological parent might be part of the reason why the mother's weak. You never know,
Mm-hmm.
because there are parents who dominate children and teach their children not to respect the other parent, and then they get ghosted, and then we stuck with a child, that's been trained not to respect us. So I'm just saying that could be the possibility. I'm not making an excuse for her, but I'm saying she needs to stand up, and she needs
Uh,
to, with her husband. They need to have a conversation about what the expectations are.
yeah, because taking the door, I think, again, I need some more. My final thoughts are I need some more information because why is the door down on the
Yeah.
bedroom?
Why are
Why
we
did he?
taking it to it? Right.
Yeah. And I know F.A. said, I keep stressing that 18, but 18, I mean, she's 18. She's fully, developed, walking.
Right.
Why would you want, why would you want to add more added drama? You see what I'm saying? So,
But
I'm not saying
are we
that,
taking the door off the bathroom, or we just taking the door off the room? 'Cause I'm just saying she can have her privacy in the bathroom. It might be something going on in that room that he wants to do. I'm just saying, so we got to, we need
yeah,
to
that's
know
why I said
why
I
are we taking off the door.
need more details to this situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would let this man be talking to my child like that. I'm sorry.
It
I'm sorry.
wouldn't have got that bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even let it escalate that. It wouldn't have escalated if they both done lost control of their emotions. Yeah, nah. Somebody got to keep control.
Yeah. So you would have pulled your daughter to the side and said, "Listen here, be quiet, and I'm gonna have a conversation with you, but let me calm this situation down first over here."
Yeah, I mean, I would have went and talked to him first. I would have been like, "Look, girl, go in there and sit down. We'll be back.
Okay. And
Don't
then
move. We'll be back. And then
calm him down.
me and you, let's go. Yeah, let's go talk. What's the problem? Why are we taking off the door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If a compromise needs to be made at that point, then let's compromise it. Let's figure out where the compromise needs to be.
Would you
But
feel
for us,
uncomfortable if your step husband did that, took the door off your daughter's door?
it depends. It depends. Nah,
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
It just depends on what's the situation.
Yeah.
But like I said, I got a relationship with my daughter. We talk, we deal with each other outside of him. So you know what I'm saying? If some fishy's going on, I know if she lying, or I know if she telling the truth, or if she telling me what's, you know what I'm saying, what the
Yeah.
issues are. But I wouldn't, if she's totally wrong, and I can clearly, like, I got enough sense to clearly see that she's wrong, then I'm gonna say, "No, baby girl, the door coming off because you got us messed up.
Okay.
You got us
But
messed up.
if
Because who
you
is she?"
didn't, then you telling him to put that door back on them hinges.
If it don't look like something that the door need to come off of, then I'm gonna have a private conversation with my husband, and I'm gonna say, "Yo, do we really need to take off her door?
Okay.
Like, cause what happens if we take off our door? You know what I'm
But
saying? Like, do you really?"
then
So
that's
that's what I'm.
oh well, you're choosing your daughter over me. That type of talk.
Nah, we gonna dissect it. I'm not choosing her over you, but she got to be protected. It's still my responsibility to protect her.
Okay. I like how you handle these situations. Look at you, girl. You should have been a lawyer. Let me. All right, y'all. This is a good conversation. It'll be up on YouTube later. Thank you, Harlem Nights, as always. You get to school safely. We're back at it tomorrow. See y'all later.
See y'all.